Hey y'all, what is good? What's up? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am out and about. I am at a park here in Pleasanton and I am at a tennis wall. These are great, especially now during quarantine. If you can't go out and hit with anybody, come out to a wall. You're by yourself. Bring your own tennis ball and your own racket. And you're gonna spend hours with these things. I know I have. I love this. I've been coming here since I don't know how young, but I love this place. It's a great way to release emotions and things. Okay, I'm at a public park, so I have people watching me. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to be doing a little different video. I decided because I absolutely love tennis. If you don't know me, I've been playing tennis since I was 9 years old. Yes, 9 years old. And I absolutely love it. Played on the tennis team at school. Was the best experience of my life. Best experience of high school definitely was on the tennis team. Highly recommend joining a sports team. It's a really, really great experience. Anyways, I've been playing tennis since I was 9. Love it so much. Play tournaments. Absolutely adore the sport. Great sport to watch. It's a great sport to play. It's got a lot of important life lessons in it. I've learned how to be mentally strong as well as physically strong. And it's a very polite sport, which is something I've always really liked. You always have to have really good sportsmanship. It's something I think is very important, which I've always been working on myself. I know it's very hard, but yeah. Okay, so today I thought, since I love tennis so much and I'm out and about, what better to do than teach you all some tennis. So here we go. I'm gonna just teach you guys some of the basics of tennis. And yeah, if you guys wanna, I don't know, pick up a tennis racket, wanna learn a new sport, want something new to do during quarantine. Okay, so let's learn tennis. Tennis itself is pretty simple, but it takes a long time to get them down, the strokes down well. So don't worry if you're struggling at first. I struggled for a long time before I was finally able to even just hit balls over the net. Like, it takes time to be able to do that. So don't worry, just keep going at it. You will get it if you just keep going and trying. So the very first thing is how to hold a tennis racket. So that is something I've heard a lot of questions about. How do you hold a tennis racket? Good question. So there are many ways to hold a tennis racket, but there are really two different ways that we hold the tennis racket. So one is forehand. Forehand has its special own grip because it's that cool. So forehand has this grip. If you take your racket and just like take it with your opposite hand that you're not going to use, put it out in front of you, and then just grab it with your other hand, like you're gonna pound like this or something, that's the grip. So if you can see this way, this is lined up in the middle, in between your thumb and first finger here, directly in the middle with this racket right here. So that's the grip we use for forehand. Every other stroke, we use continental grip, and that is just like you're gonna hammer something through. So this grip, instead of, so forehand, right, it was in the middle here. Now you're lining it up on the side of the racket. So it's on the side. And that is continental grip, which we use for backhand, we use for volleys, we use for serving and overhead, pretty much everything but a forehand. Slicing, because forehands are just that cool. They're like, no, we want to use a different grip, so we're going to use semi-western, because why not? Okay, so now that we know the grips, let's get into hitting. So we're gonna practice a forehand swing. So to do this, you're gonna stand like this. This is called ready position, where your knees are slightly bent, you have your racket out. I like to have this hand here on the head of my racket, like, so not down here but up here. You can have it down here if you want to. I just feel like this here is easier to set up. And then, you can move it down and do a backhand. But you can start this way too. This is a good way to start in the beginning, is to have both hands on the racket like this. This hand, you literally just put it on the racket. So you have this hand, right, like you're hammering, where it's lined up. This hand, just take it and put it right on the racket. So this is our ready position. To do forehand, we're going to split, a split step, and it's a jump that you do when your opponent contacts the ball. So contact is when they hit it, right? So they hit the ball, you're going to split step, you're going to turn for forehand. Keep your racket up like this. You're going to step and drop your racket and extend out. Extend out with your arm is straight now at contact. Now it's important that we don't go like this because then the racket's going to fly up. If we go like this, then it's going to fly down. We go straight down. So we want to make sure our racket is pretty much perpendicular to the court, to the ground, so just like that. Reach as far out as you can, and then all the way over your shoulder, and you bring this back. That is important. This, your other hand, you pretty much use to point at the ball. So this hand is like your tracker. You're going to keep it pointed at wherever the ball is. So the ball's over there, I'm going to point it at the ball. And then pretty much this hand follows, the racket basically follows your left hand, or your hand that's tracking the ball. So that is a forehand. Let's do it one more time, really easy, really slow. We're going to start in right position. We're going to split. We're going to turn. Racket is up, then we make sure we drop. Always make sure we're dropping. Doesn't have to be crazy. Back behind here. Right here. Drop. Then we want to go extend out and up. We want to make sure we're always going low to high, not high to low. Because otherwise you're just going to smack the ball downwards. Which you don't want to do because you want to get it over the net. You want to make sure we're always going low to high. And that is our forehand. So let's try that out now with the wall. So we're going to try nice and easy. Ready? We're going to push that. Turn, down, up. Nice and easy. Just like that. One more time. Ready? Split, turn, right, with rackets here. Now drop it. Up, low to high. And that's a forehand. Just like that. Alright. Now, I will, before I go into backhands, if I go into backhands, not haven't decided if I'm going to do that today, I'm going to teach you a little bit about how tennis works, how scoring works, and yeah. So, for tennis, scoring basically works, you go by 15 points. So you start at 0-0. In tennis, we call that love. I don't know why, but we do. Love is 0, love, I don't know. We call it love when you're at 0. You start off at 0-0, or I start off on this side of the court, which we call the deuce side. We call this side the ad court. The right side is always deuce. Left side is the ad. So you start on the right side of the court, or the deuce side, and you start at love, 0-0. Points go by 15. So if you win the point, you're now up 15 love. Oh goodness, sorry. Something's in my throat. Okay. If you win the next point, it goes by 15. Something's in my throat. Oh my goodness. Okay. You are 15, so now you're at 30 love. If you win the next point, now this is the tricky part and the weird part. It's not 45, it goes to 40. I don't know why it's like that. Tennis is weird like that. But you go from 30 to 40. And then at 40, after 40, if you win the point, it's game. And that's how a tennis game works. So again, you go love, 15, 30, 40, game. But then the way it works is like, say you win the first point, now you're up 15 love. Your opponent wins the next point, now you're at 15 all. So it goes like that. And then if you win the next point, now you're at 30-15. And then now they win, so it's 30 all. And then now say they win the next point, now you're at 30-40. So if they win the next point, it's game. If you win the next point, it's something we call deuce. And what deuce is it's 40 all. You're on the right side of the court, which is the deuce side. That's why it's called the deuce side. And a deuce is, there's two ways to play a deuce. One is with advantages or with adds, as we call it. The other way is without adds. And you can play with adds, which is basically you just have another point on the other side. So if you win on, so you start on deuce, right on the left side, or sorry, right side of the court. You win this point, now you come add in, and you go to the left side of the court and you have the advantage. So you basically have to win 2 points in a row to win the game. That's only if you get to 40 all. The other way we play it is you just get to 40 all and play 1 point, and that's it. Winner takes all. So that is a game, so we call that a game. You have to win 6 games to win the set. So first to 6. If it gets to 6-5, you win by 2 games, so you go to 7-5. If it ends up at 6 all, you play a 7-point tiebreaker. Then that is done, that's set, you have to invest 2 out of 3 sets to win the match. So tennis is a long sport, one of the only sports that has no time limit. I've seen matches go anywhere from like 20 to 30 minutes all the way to like 5 hours, 6 hours. I mean, I think the longest, I should look this up, the longest tennis match ever is like 8 or 9 hours. It's crazy long. It's like 8 or 9 hours. But I mean, because these games can go forever. Because in men's tennis, in the high levels, they play best 3 out of 5 sets. So they get all the way to 5 sets and take a really, really long time. So that is the basics of tennis. I know that was a lot of information. So I think I'll do save backhands and serves and volleys for another day. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope now you know a little bit about my sport. And I guess I'm just gonna hit for a little bit, you know, casual. Boom. Nope, there's only one bounce in tennis. I know that. It's just being lazy, not for me. And that is tennis. So I would recommend you guys going out, playing some tennis, just having fun with the sport. Really any sport, you know, just go out, play it, have fun. Highly recommend a tennis wall for tennis. And that's it. Stay awesome out there. Stay kind. Stay loving. Bye.